Hello everybody, I am Sunny, your North Country Knitter, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for joining me today. As you can tell, we are going to be reviewing Hobbie's Metallico yarn, worsted weight. I think I just held that upside down. There we go. This is not a sponsored video, or am I associated with Hobbii in any way, shape, or form. I bought this yarn with my own money, and I just want to share my own thoughts, feelings, experience with you all about this yarn. I think that's all I need to say to begin with. I will go ahead and get into the facts about this yarn, and then I will go into my thoughts and feelings and my own personal experience with this yarn after I go over the facts. So this is Hobbii Metallico. It is a regular price of $6.10. It's on sale right now as I'm filming this video, which is January 20th. It's on sale for $3.15 per skein. I have noticed that this is one of their yarns that regularly goes on sale. So by the time you finish this video and you want to go check it out and you see it's not on sale, perhaps wait a month or two if you can, and chances are it will go on sale. It's a worsted weight. You get it in 50-gram balls. It is 70% polyamide, 21% acrylic, and 9% wool. It is a chain spun yarn. Let's see if I can get some up here for you. I don't know if my hand's going to be the best to... There we go. So it is chain spun. It's hand wash and do not tumble dry. It has 132 reviews on Hobbii and it has 5 stars there. There are 18 colors. Currently, 2 of them are out of stock. Those colors are number 7 and number 12. Okay, those are all the facts. Okay, moving on. I did make 2 projects with this yarn. I've made a hat, which I believe is called the June hat. I will have the pattern linked down below. This hat is pretty well kicked around in our house. It is worn very consistently by my kids, and it's just thrown in the basket with all the other hats. So it does have a pretty rough and tumble life. It seems to be holding up pretty well. The halo around it is, you know, becoming more and more. If that's a, you can see it right along the edge there. That is definitely becoming more pronounced, but it isn't taking away from the hat at all. I also made this. This is the Burlington cowl by Double the Stitches. I'll have this pattern linked down below as well. That was just sticking to my hands. We're gonna get into that in here in a minute, the clinginess. I finished this morning, and I think the project came out very pretty with this yarn. So the colors that I have been using are Rose Pearl and Moss Agate. I never know how to pronounce that word. And as you can see, it has a really pretty shine to it, really pretty sheen. And the halo on here is actually it comes off looking black. Let's see if I don't know if that's going to show up at all. And many other colors actually have a different color halo effect than the base color of the yarn. So you get some really pretty effects, like a light blue with like a gold or something. It's really, really pretty. Many other colors are super pretty, and I would buy more of them. I find this to be a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. When I first saw it, I thought it was going to be a little bit prickly, maybe a little bit scratchy. I didn't understand how it could be so shiny and not be kind of prickly, but it is really soft, relatively speaking. I do feel that this is a little bit thinner than a worsted weight for me. I I think they're taking into account that little extra halo bit, but I think it's definitely a thin worsted in my opinion. All right, knots. I had 0 knots in this one. When I used this skein, I used most of it. There was just a little bit left, and I had 1 knot in it, and I've used about 5/8 of this, and I've had 1 knot in this one. So 2 knots out of 3 skeins. I don't think that's too bad. It was just the pearl, the rose pearl, that had the knot, so maybe it was the end of a production line or something, but not a super knotty yarn, which is nice. I would like to get to my one annoyance with this yarn, and that is that it is super duper clingy, so clingy. Let me see if I can show you here. It's not enough that it's gonna stop me from using this in the future, but it is kind of annoying. So let me see if I can get it around here. It is very clingy. It just wants to stick to itself. That's all I can say about it. You can see the strands in there just clinging to itself. I found that to be kind of annoying as I was working with it, especially when I was doing the mosaic work, because the 2 different strands wanted to stick to each other, and I was constantly pulling them apart. But it wasn't enough to stop me from using it forever. I mean, you can see, I don't know if you can, oh, it fell. I mean, it stuck to part of my finger. I don't know, like just running it across my hand and it'll stick. But that is kind of a drawback for me, because when I'm pulling it apart, if I'm pulling from the outside, you know, it kind of sticks to each other. But it will also, I didn't have any issues pulling it out, but it does tug a little bit more because you're pulling it against all of that cling. So there is that. It's not anything that's going to stop me from using it again, but I would say that if you have dry hands, like I do, keep the hand lotion nearby, because you're going to need it and it's still going to stick to you. I do enjoy this yarn, but that was definitely something that it bugged me. I'm sorry, it bugged me. But other than that, I do feel that that's its only real drawback. If I were going to be using it for a big project like a shirt, or you know, a pullover or something, or a cardigan, the fact that it's hand wash and lay flat may be a little bit of a drawback for me. In my spot in life right now, you know, I don't have time to hand wash a sweater, but I realize for a lot of people, that's just, if you make something big out of something that's hand washed, that's no big deal. It is for me, so I usually stick to the smaller projects when it's a hand wash item. But that's just my own quirk right now. I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So since it was a chain spun, I did find that, let me see if I can get to an end here. It did get hung up on, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you exactly what I'm trying to talk about here. I don't think my needle, it did kind of slide into the yarn very easily while I was knitting. I'm not, these needles are too blunt. These aren't the needles I was using. Anyway, the needles did slip into the chain quite easily. It was quick to fix. I mean, it wasn't anything to just pull the needle out and keep going. But if you didn't fix it, or if you cut just a little piece of the halo there, if you got just a little bit of the piece kind of stuck on your needle and it didn't go all the way through, and I think I have a piece on here that shows it is going to show up as, you know, it didn't go all the way through. It is going to kind of end up being a problem. I know I had a piece here somewhere. Right there. Okay. So this little stitch right here, part of the chain got stuck on the needle and I didn't fix it for whatever reason. And now you can kind of see that little spot there. So there is that. I missed that little bit right there. Did not make it onto the needle and around. So now it's, you know, it's there. I can snip that off and it's not going to hurt anything. But I did want to share that it, you know, and this is the first time I've used a chain yarn, I think. So I don't know if that's just normal. It could totally be normal. I could be pointing out something that is common sense, but I did want to point that out as well. But nothing too bad. Anyway, that is my experience with Hobbii Metallico yarn. Their worsted weight, not their fine. I haven't used their fine yet, just their worsted weight. I hope that this was a helpful video for anyone who's considered buying it or seen it and wondered about it. I would buy it again. I do recommend this yarn, as long as you have that hand lotion close by. And yeah, I do think the projects that are made with it come out very, very pretty. Thank you all so much for watching. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Consider subscribing. I do weekly podcasts, yarn unboxings, and I'm trying to make more and more yarn reviews. You can also find me on social media. I will be linked down below in the description box. If I left anything out or you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment down below or email me if that is more comfortable for you. And thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all soon. Bye.